Hello guys, how are you doing? I hope you're all doing well. I always hope you're doing well. Okay, um, I don't know how to start. I tried to make this video several times and it just wouldn't go through. And I was intending to entitle this video "When Doing the Right Thing is Most Difficult," but I'm not sure about the title either. Okay, well, one thing for sure though is that a while ago I have been nudged to make a video based on something close to the title that I was intending on. So I guess this is for one of you, for some of you. Well, if not for a lot of you, then it's at least for one of you. Okay, going through a difficult time right now. Okay, so I'm here. I'm here for you. Okay, and I'm doing my best here, so I will be saying that this will be a short video because we all know how that ends up. Okay, it ends up being longer than my average videos. Okay, it just occurred to me a while ago that this could be a little bit connected with my other video, which is how to keep going when you're stuck, when you're in a stuck situation, something like that. Okay, and then also connected with my other video, which is about what 2020 brings. Okay, the year 2020 brings. Now I know that we are still all struggling to build that foundation. In the other video I mentioned that the year 2020, which can be reduced into a 4. 2 plus 0 plus 2 plus 0 is a 4, which is the number of foundation based on the science of numerology. Okay, so there I know that a lot of us might still be building that foundation by now, and we all know that when you're building a foundation, you have to make it as solid as possible so that it won't be easily shaken, it won't easily collapse. Okay, so I think as human beings, what we're trying to do right now in building our foundations is to toughen up. Okay, um, so that we can stand on more firm footing. Okay, that's the way I see it. Um, for some of us who are coming out of a difficult situation, who are still trying to come out of a difficult situation where we feel stuck, okay, there was something that came to me a while ago, and it was rather interesting. Okay, so because we all know that the number 8 is the infinity symbol. Okay, so number 8, you try to let it lie down, so it's the number of infinity. Now it also stands for um, just going around and around in circles. It's hard to break that circle. Okay, now at the same time, the thing that occurred to me is that, well, how do you get out of that circle? Basically, if you want to um, if you want to go to the number 4 from the number 8, then what you need to do is break 8. Okay, break 8 into 2, you get 4. So if it so happens that you're in a cycle that's not serving you anymore, in the cycle that's been, well, really there for a very long time, and it hasn't been making you a better person, it hasn't given you any form of growth, and worse, if it has been dragging you deeper and deeper into the mire. Okay, well, there's no other way to go but break that. Okay, so break the number 8, half it, so you get the number 4. The number 4 when you can build upon. Okay, now also I think the advantage of breaking your own cycle is that in the cycles that we're going through in life, we are we are going through it with other people. Okay, and well, it's just like going through this endless dance where you're dragging your feet already, and that dance where it's not even it's not, you're not even lighthearted anymore, it's not even amusing anymore, it's not even entertaining, it's not even something that you do pleasurably anymore. Okay, so a cycle where you're just dragging your feet, a dance where you're just dragging your feet, or if you're just dragging your feet, then and then you're asking where God is. Well, God is not there, because if you're dancing and dragging your feet, then chances are you're just dancing with the devil. Okay, because it feels heavy, and it feels very oppressive, and it feels like you don't even know yourself anymore. Okay, now the advantage of just getting the courage of breaking that cycle is that you don't just break that cycle for yourself. You might start out breaking the cycle for yourself if you feel like you have to get out of it. Okay, but you're also breaking the cycle for another person, for the other people in the equation, for example. Okay, so if you cut it in half, you can build your foundation, another person can build his foundation, and it's like breaking out of a trance, like being puppets, and you don't know what you're doing anymore, just following, you're just following what has been over and over and over and over, and then all of a sudden you're out of that hypnotic state, and then you realize, why have I been going through that the whole time? Okay, so it's that. So getting out of a stuck situation, at the same time building your foundation also. So for those of you who don't know what I'm talking, who want to watch the video on getting unstuck and what 2020 brings about number 4, then please do so. Okay, and thank you, by the way, for clicking on this video, and especially if you are also new to this video, welcome to my channel. Okay, so there will be times when even if you're out of that situation already, it will try to lure you in, just as this is what I mentioned in my previous video. So the thing to do here is just keep on going. And sometimes also, when we are in our situations, and we're surrounded by, well, we are in an environment which is not very good for us. There's this saying that goes, the sometimes the difficulty in doing the right thing is doing it alone. Okay, so sometimes you need the courage to, get out of get out of that environment for a while, for example, so that you could recharge. You always need a time to yourself every now and then, so that you can think straight, so that you're not influenced by the opinions of other people, or stuff like that. And besides, you're built in. We are all built in. We are all built in with God in us. The thing is that just that we keep on oppressing that godly nature in us. That's why we get, well, we tend to get weaker and weaker. Okay, because we tend to listen more to the outside influences, and we don't think very much, and we don't listen to our intuition very much, and so um we deny ourselves the chance to reflect and to really think of, okay, is this the right thing? Is this not the right thing? Okay, now personally, I come from a life just like all of you. Okay, not because, well, as I always say, not because I seem to be knowing what I'm talking about in here. It doesn't mean that I haven't been doing trial and errors in the past, and it doesn't mean that I haven't been through my own hell. Okay, but the thing is that, every time I was, it felt like I was in the throes of healing before. The only thing that I just kept on doing was shifting everything to God. Okay, when you're in a difficult situation, you either go you go through either of two paths. Okay, you stick to where you are, or to go down go down the, well, I'm sorry to say this, but go down the easier path where you entertain temptations, you entertain all of these things. I'm not saying I am perfect, um but then, well, I guess there's this part of my book which I so happen to have marked. Okay, for those who don't know, I'm the author of this book, When Your Life Isn't Yours. So this is a story of how I survived almost being killed, and also, well, the first two parts is about that situation, but the rest of the book is about practically everything that I have learned in life. Okay, so it just so happened also a while ago that um there was this page where I inserted a piece of paper, and I opened to it, and it opened to this page. Okay, I didn't really have to look for it. Okay, so let me just read from my book, When Your Life Isn't Yours. At times when you feel that the whole world is conspiring against you, vowing to remain a good person is the most difficult thing to do. It is. Giving into temptations, being reckless, and ruining your life is so super easy. It's so easy. You just need to go with the flow, and well, right there, okay. And then you feel good for a time. You feel euphoric for a time, and then the next day, wow, you wake up with a headache, and you wake up with a weight. The same thing, okay. Um, Okay, so giving into temptations, being reckless, and ruining your life is super easy. You don't even have to think about messing up. Holding on is almost impossible. One prayer of mine goes, Lord, I feel I might be sleeping again no matter what happens. Just please don't let go of me. So, what I have constantly been doing, especially I guess during the second half of my life, when I have been through very difficult situations, is that I just I took consolation in just wanting to still be a good person no matter what. So sometimes I would stay in front of the altar, and I would say, Lord, it's so difficult. But um whatever burden or pain I'm carrying right now, this is for you. Okay? Please convert it into something good. Just like that. Okay? It's I can't tell you how hard it is to just keep at it, you know. Um as I said, it's so easy to go down the other path, and sometimes maybe in a way, sometimes maybe um you would envy other people who would just, well, let it all go, and well, let them um for other people who would just allow the tide to take them. Okay, because it's just like when you're drowning already, it is easier, I guess, to just well, keep still and drown than to flail your arms and to well, try to still survive. Okay, so there, well, I'm not judging your situation or anything that you've been through. As I said, I've gone through the same, well, situations myself also, and there are things that I'm not really proud of as well. But what I'm saying is that as much as possible, I have tried to stick with God. Okay, and well, not blame him. Okay, you blame God, you turn around, and then you rebel. But how do you get out of your rut? It has to come from something powerful and something good. And the deeper you are into the mire, the more difficult it is to get up and out of it. Okay. Um, Let me just continue with another paragraph of this book. So, the world may judge you, the world may disapprove, but God is far wiser and more compassionate. He has counted your tears, heard all of your ugly prayers, been to every alley you run to. Whereas the world sees Whereas all the world sees is the what, he alone knows the why behind all of your actions and what you have become. He can understand what no one else can. He loves you for you, both the person you are proud of and the person you are ashamed of. Never think that he has turned his back on you. Okay, guys. Okay, and there, well, modesty aside, there are a lot more, well, beautiful things that I realized when I was writing the book, and I just poured them all out in the book. So, well, if you're interested in the book, the link is down below. And if you're also part of my, if you're a member of my, a follower of my Facebook page, if you want to get hold of the real book, then you may just contact me there. Okay, there. So, what else do I have for you? So I think what I'm wishing for you right now is that um, is the courage to push through with bettering your lives and getting hold of that peace of mind and peace of heart. Okay, it won't be easy. As I said, it's difficult also to break out of a cycle. It's just like, well, if you refer to my previous video, it's getting out of the habit. Okay, but if you take a step at a time out of that habit, then eventually you get out of it and then you break the cycle. Okay, even break the cycle of your tendencies to be hopeless, and your tendencies to be, to think that things will never change, things like that. Okay, well, there's always hope. There's always hope, and there are always lessons to be learned while we are alive. It's never too late. You can start when you're younger. You can start when you're older. You can start when, well, God is all around and God is always there. Well, even if you're taking your last breath already, there's still hope. Okay, so there. And as I have been emphasizing in my channel, just keep on staying with God. Okay, because all you need to do is get into the habit of that. And well, as I said, um I don't know how many times I have been in front of the altar before, and crying my eyes out, and my heart was so, was really being squeezed, and sometimes I couldn't even breathe. And honestly, there were times when I'm a Catholic, and there were times when I was praying the rosary and I didn't even have the strength to kneel down, literally. Okay, but then the thing that I've always been saying is that, Lord, I lift all of these to you. Turn it into something good. Okay, and that, okay. Sorry about that, guys. I ran out of space. Okay, but well, anyway, I'm going to just wrap this up. Okay. Well, I just want to emphasize what I have been emphasizing every now and then in my channel. Just stay with God, and you know, it is real when you get to grow more and more spiritually. Um, there. So, just like, well, I also mentioned in one of my videos that sometimes in my dreams, when I am attacked in my dreams, well, there are always these forces that will come at you, in the spiritual realm also. Well, I mentioned in my dreams last time that sometimes I could already command evil forces to go away. Okay, and well, which brings me to last night. Just last night, part of my dream was I was lying in bed, and then all of a sudden there was a woman who was sitting on my stomach, and then trying to strangle me. Okay, and well, and then this woman became another woman, and then became another woman. It's just like shape shifting into three different people, and none of which I know, of course. Okay, so I guess these are just symbolisms, or or, well, anything, something like that. But the thing is, I called upon the Lord in my dream. I called upon the Lord to just come take my hand, And in my dream, he did, and they all disappeared. And I didn't even feel any pain at all. I didn't even feel a sense of strangling. I just saw a vision of a woman just sort of angry at me. So like that. Okay. Okay. So well, so much for that. Um, okay. I hope this video has helped some of you, and I'm also praying for you. Okay. So just keep at it. Try to build your foundations in a firmer ground, and whatever it is that you have been through, congratulations for going through them, for not giving up on life. Well, if you're still watching this video right now, well, I think I firmly believe that you have just kept on kept on going through life, okay, and not having given up. But more than that, I pray for you the strength to, find your peace of mind, find your happiness, find where you could be happier, and where days can be a little brighter than they were. Okay? There. So this is just me, Alvie, saying find your strength, find your peace, and find God, stay with God, find your courage. Okay? Until next time, guys, take care and God bless you all. Okay. Bye.